Greetings, my V family all over this beautiful planet Earth. Firstly, I hope you are safe, you are sound, all right, that you are building your organization consistently, changing lives, all right, focusing on your weekly checks, the bonanza, 3 weeks of regular period. Please don't waste this golden opportunity of free money, all right, coming as bonuses, coming to you just to do presentation, and help your downlines achieve greatness. Now we are coming closer and closer and closer to the closing of 2020. And I want to talk about something that is very close to my heart. And over the past few weeks, I've been speaking to so many organizations around the world and spending so much valuable time, having the honor and privilege to learn much more from my mentor, Dato Sri Vijay. And I was talking to Dato Sri Vijay about this word, decision. All right? And you have heard me speak about it at VCon. And I want to remind each one of you. So listen very carefully to my voice. Listen to this topic, which I believe many of you have forgotten. Now, if you go back in your journey, right, whether you are brand new, 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, 20 years, to some of you watching my Wednesday message, at that very point, when you said yes to signing up, you bought a great product, all right? You got your tracking center, your Quest account, your virtual office. All of these are technicalities, all right? You are now in this great industry called direct sales, e-commerce, with what I believe is the greatest network marketing company on the planet, Qnet. So congratulations. But I need you to remember, go back down memory lane and remember that very moment. And I know many of you find this difficult to do. And I actually, after listening to Dato Sri Vijay, sat down for a while when I got home to think back to that moment where I decided that this is what I want to do. And this is the greatest flaw in many people's journey, that they get frustrated, they quit, they switch off, they complain. And I found out that the people who complain, right, the people who switch off, the people who quit, even after being in the business for 1 or 2 years, all right, they never had that magical moment, that realization, okay, that internal decision that this is what I want to do. That they realize that they're already on that path. And many people reach that fork on the road the day they signed up, whether they want to do this or not. But when they got on the path, they were stagnant. They didn't take that step after making that decision. And you might be asking me, no, Chief, the minute I signed up, I did presentation. I signed up my hot zone. I actually earned a check, all right, or a commission. Doesn't matter. If you didn't have that magical moment, and that magical moment happens, all right, it's a very internal process where you make that decision that this is what I want to do. It's not like I like it. It's not like this is exciting. Yes, I love max out. I want all this is mixed feelings. It's a chaotic realm of emotions. But everyone who is a max out king or queen today, who is a warrior of Dato Sri Vijay and Japadas Bismarck, our great founders, had this moment, all right, of I want to do this. It's a decision. And you don't announce it. You feel it. All right? And I felt it, okay, 22 years ago when I was broke and when I saw this and I listened to the great words of Dato Sri Vijay that I could become somebody, that I could finally become rich one day, all right? And I could change lives and I could give back to my mom what she has sacrificed for me. There was one moment where I remember after speaking to Dato Sri last week when I went back home, where I made that decision. And today on this Wednesday message, no matter where you are, whatever you're doing, if you're brand new, I want you to sit down in a moment of silence alone somewhere and ask yourself whether you have experienced this magic, where you said to yourself, not for perception management, not as upline, I am here for life, not like that, but something inside where you said, I am going to do this. This is what I want to do. This will become my life, because there are many levels of decisions in this journey to max out. From commitment, buying a product, 3,000 BB, 5,000, 7,000 BB. Committing to your upline is a decision. Following a system, presentation is a decision. TAT is a decision. Alright? But there is one ultimate decision which makes you transform as an individual. Alright? And when you make that magical decision, like somebody is calling me, most probably made the decision right now. If you make that magical decision, I tell you what happens. You change as an individual. And the change is not about excitement or craziness. The change is almost spiritual. It gave me clarity. It gave me unbelievable strength. It built a shield around me, that nothing would be able to stop me. That nothing shook me. I was unshakable. A confidence, as Dato Sri Vijay said, that is remarkable, magical. It's a greatness of that feeling. And it was a simple experience of making that decision that this is what I want to do. This is who I am. That Qnet, that you are not in Qnet. I hope you understand this. That I didn't feel that I was part of Qnet. That it was a transformation, that Qnet was in me, in my blood. That it was my company. Regardless who owns it, regardless whatever, it was my company. That this is my life. It is not my business. This is my life with the people who follow me, with the people who trust me. These people have transformed from the word downline, IR, organization, to family. Alright, that moment is what you need to achieve, or not. You won't last this journey, because that moment you achieve creates a shield. And people ask me, Chief, how are you not shaken when there are challenges all around the world? Alright, I'm not shaken, because this is my life. And when a challenge is part of your life, you cannot ignore it. You have to find a solution to keep moving ahead. Alright? And what happens is those challenges do not penetrate that shield once you have made that big decision, that magical moment of self-realization that this is not only what you do, but this is who you are. I am Qnet. I am the we. When there's negative media, it's about me. And I'm not going to allow it to affect me. I'm going to fight back. I'm going to stand for the truth. When they criticize my upline, when they vilify the company, when they talk negatively about the founders, I get into warrior mode. Because this is mine. I have taken ownership. I don't rely on Qnet for anything. This is my company, my life. People in the company will change every year. The company strategy, website address, localization, whatever, doesn't matter. But to me, this is life. This is what is this business defines me. That for many generations to come, people will know me as Chief. Alright, Qnet is in me, the V is in me, guys. And I tell you, that is my secret of success. That is my ability to not be impacted by the external world, because the shield. And many of you who feel frustration, struggling, alright, panicking, fear, all of this exists only because you think Qnet is here and you are here. When you are in this distance from the company, everything looks louder and noisier, and you don't think it's your problem. You think somebody else is responsible to do something. But I was not brought up like that by Dato Sri Vijay. When I had that moment, alright, when I realized that it is me, Qnet became one with me. That this is my company. Alright? because it defines me and I define it. And that is my secret of success. And you need to make that decision. And that decision will be challenged by circumstances every single day. And a lot of people say, Chief, I made the decision, but I'm not getting the results because your decision wasn't that magical spiritual one. It was practical. Like what to eat for lunch, what I'm going to wear tomorrow, where am I going to go for my holiday. These are all decisions. And if that is the kind of decision you made to follow Dato Sri Vijay on this journey, right, it's not going to take you to max out. Because you see a similarity on the V partners, the AVPs, the V councils, the V elite leaders, the max out kings and queens. If you really talk to them, if you really engage with them, you will sense one thing, that they know something you don't, that they see things differently, they got clarity. And I achieved that clarity, thank God, thanks to Amma, my mother, thanks to Dato Sri Vijay, that I had the clarity at the early part of my journey. Alright, it's like the movie Matrix, when suddenly everything makes sense. And that's what you need. You need to reach that point. And I'm telling you this from my heart. You need to decide whether this is what you want to do. Whether Qnet is part of your life or it's just a business. Because if it's just a business, you're going to walk away one day. Because it is not you. You're not part of it, it is not part of you. It's a transaction, not a relationship. To me, I have a relationship with this idea, this concept, the vision of rhythm. I want to change the world. I want to keep inspiring people until my last breath. I want to take people from zero to hero. I want to fulfill Dato Sri Vijay's vision of touching 1 billion hearts. This is my company. This is my life. This is who I am. This is what I do. And I will embrace anything that comes with this journey, good or bad. The good will charge me up and the bad will not affect me. So when I say be a warrior on this journey, right, it means clarity. Because only a warrior with clarity knows how to fight these battles. So why are you here? Just to make money? Because this is a great business? Then max out is not going to happen. Max out happens to those who don't see Qnet as something outside of them, who don't see we as something outside of them, that they are one with everything, that this is our world. The rest of the world will never understand us, and I don't care. But I believe in this. So you need to make not a decision. You need to make the decision. That this is what will define you. That you are Qnet. You are the we. You are a part of Dato Sri Vijay's family, not organization. And then your journey will still have moments of challenges and toughness, and you will cry, you will shed a tear. But with that clarity, you can overcome anything. So let me ask you on this Wednesday message, whether you've been with us for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, 20 years, ask yourself, have you truly made the decision? Is this who you are? Is this what you really do? Are you one with us? Because Dato Sri Vijay always says we are one. What it means is what you feel, I feel. That we are not separate. That we are one. You are part of this family, guys. And you need that moment where you make the decision. That this is what you want to do. This is who you are. That you are not in Qnet. Qnet is in you. And that is the point where you really start your journey. So I don't care whether you are 3 days old, 13 days old, 30 months old, or 20 years old. Your true journey with us will begin the day you make the most important decision in your life. And from that moment, there is no frustration, there is no fear, there is no challenges. There is only beautiful clarity. And I promise you, from that moment when you make the decision, alright, the journey to max out is very short and very possible. So remember, stop making decisions and make the decision. I love you guys.